Okay, can't open with that. I'm just kidding. Low mumming.
You know, I'm notorious for my strong openers, Tony. So that's
Oh, I know, man. Yep. Yep. No. No, just kidding. Hey, what's
Yep.
up, everybody? Our stuttering and stammering definitely means that you've made it to yet another episode of This Is the Future.
Unfortunately.
You bet your buttons.
You
That's
bet
right,
your-
man. Y'all made it through another week if you're watching this shit, or you just skipped ahead. That's fine too.
That's fine. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So how you been there, Fuzzy Nuts?
No, I've been all right there, Zebra Tets.
I don't know if we could. I'm just really excited about after the show for you. I hope something, you guys are gonna have a conversation later. It's gonna be great. Yeah, we just found out that someone Alex knows about the pineapple life. So
yeah, well,
that's cool, man. It's out there.
Well, okay, so what happened is Callie.
You don't have to.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not like A, she doesn't watch. B,
that's the first big thing. As long as she doesn't watch the show, we can say whatever we want.
The closest that she ever got to being to watching this show is being in the next room right now. So
right. Yeah, no worries.
Love you.
Can you see her?
No.
Oh,
that was just for special effects. For
I was like, this is getting crazy.
You've met us. It can get weirder.
Oh yeah.
No. Well, about 5 minutes ago, my fiance Callie came in the room to say hi to Tony, and something happened. It was said about a pineapple, and she's like, "Oh, what are you, a swinger or something like that?" Said something to that effect. I don't know what was said because it only just happened. So she knew the symbol for being a swinger is a pineapple. Right. And then she got really close to my face, like I was like looking at you, and then she got like right here with her ear, like mouth. She said something. I don't remember what she said.
She said in a low voice, "I know things."
She just said to my face, "I know things." I was like,
and now your dick's gonna end up in a cage while you watch The Neighbors.
No, first time. It's not the first time.
Oh, that's fun. That's good stuff. Yeah. So other than that event, what else happened fun this week?
You know what? That's the highlight.
Damn. Some riveting shit, huh?
I'm living large, Tony.
Extra large, right?
Yeah. Well, no, pretty average. If you it's an extra medium. We got an extra medium.
No, you don't. I'm an extra medium. They just don't make that size.
I'm a large average, Tony. I'm a large.
Yeah, that's true. You are a large average. So that was it. Like nothing else crazy happened.
No, man, it's pretty mellow stuff. Just working. I got a new toy case.
Yeah, what the fuck? You told me you needed 10 minutes before we could start the show because you had to move your toy box upstairs.
Yeah, I got at my work. They had this case that had like a little mirror in it, and it was like this IKEA case or whatever, had a light. And they at work, our theme is it's called Wedge Head, and the building is shaped as a wedge, and old pinball machines, some of them, the heads of them are wedges.
Yeah.
And the theme of the mascot of the bar is an alligator.
Right.
So there was an alligator statue in that case, and it was on its back, and its feet were up, and it was holding a giant pinball. And then they got a new case for it that looks like an aquarium kind of, and it spins. So it's really cool. So I was like, "Oh, that's cool. What are you doing with that case? Give it to me." So I wasn't that rude. But I was this rude. Give me that fucking case,
Meow.
So I got it basically. Long, boring story short, I just got a new toy case. That's all.
Well, did it fit in the Camry, or did you have to?
No, I borrowed Callie's sister's car.
Oh, right on. So I was able to, yeah. No, that's cool, man. I mean, hey, at least you got some new place to put your toys.
Well, yeah, I kind of have to. I'm a little overflowing. You know, I got a real problem, Tony. A real problem.
Oh fuck, that's funny, man. Oh well, the toy collection
Oh
goes
well.
on.
I mean, you got some toys, right? What do you got? You got Ninja Turtles and
I do, but you would hate me. They're all in a fucking plastic bag kissing each other. Like,
so they know
I'm
about
sure there's
pineapple
some
too.
I'm sure there's some ass to mouth going on in that bag. It's been 20 years.
So they know all about pineapples too, huh?
I mean, I don't think they know that there's a symbol that identifies what they've been doing in that bag for the last 20 years, but they do know what the acts are. That's for sure. There's a Ninja Turtle crocodile finger blasting a Dick Tracy character for sure. It has to be happening. It's just too
What
close
was
to proximity not to happen.
what was your favorite toys when you were a kid? Was
GI Joes, the small ones.
JoJo? Okay.
Yep, the ones with the movable arms and legs, and I think I could still do it. I could still manipulate them. But
Oh.
I just loved that shit. I was just that time. I was born in 1980, and those GI Joes just came out right there, and the commercials were there. So it was GI Joes, and then right behind it would be Micro Machines. Those are my top two things. I still own. I can't believe I have no fucking GI Joes left, but I do have Micro Machines, a box of random Micro Machines. See, this is the thing. Like, my mom doesn't want to admit this, and if I said it out loud, she would probably go buy me some more toys. But she went through my shit when I joined the Marine Corps. I lived with them, and I left, and then they got stationed somewhere else. So she went through everything I own, and I have whatever's left. I don't fucking care, man. But I'm just, long story short, I have no idea where that shit went. Sure as hell didn't care about it. I cared more about the porno she found when she cleaned my room than anything. I was kind of like, have you seen a videotape? It was kind of by itself, like by itself. I was like, has it involved a bowling alley? I was really hard up for this tape, man. I bought this shit right before I joined the military, and I saw like the first scene halfway through, blew my nut, and then joined the Marine Corps. Like, literally, like, that was the last time I got to watch it. And so this whole time I'm in boot camp, I'm like, fuck, man. I was like, I wonder how many frames they bowl. I wonder if anybody get a 300 game. Like, nothing. I didn't know. And so yeah, that's what I wanted to know. But in any case, I go back to my parents. I go to my parents' new place maybe a year after that, and I show up on leave, and my mom's like, okay, some of your shit's in this room. And I found what I put the video in, right? It's like an old like, they used to make like soft, hard containers for like tapes and shit.
Yeah.
It was in one of those by itself. So anyway, I'm like, hot shit, here we go. And I'm like 21, so my dick's already hard just by finding the case it was in. I was like, ah! And I open it up, put it in. It looks just like the tape did. I put it in, and she fucking recorded over it, man. She recorded shit on it. Like, I don't even remember what the TV shows were, but she knowingly recorded over a porno, because she put it back in the fucking in that bag when she was done. There was nothing else in there. We have not talked about this. We keep it civil. I don't want to start a family brawl, but she owes me a $30 bowling alley porno, and that's all there is to it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And so I kept like fast forwarding it. Like, she couldn't have gone all the way. There's no way. There's got to be something at the end. Tell me someone got a 300 game in a blowjob. Come on. Like, nothing.
But she did. She recorded all over the whole thing, huh?
Yes. Well, yeah, absolutely. Or I mean, what the fuck? Why would you put a random tape full of shitty TV shows in there? But the thing is like, as far as that goes, there were a few more incidents, and I hope there's no more for her sake, but I lived with them years later for about 6 months, and I brought her up to my room for something. And it's one of those TV VCR combos or DVD player. So anyway, I did have a porno in the DVD player, but I was watching TV, and I sent her in my room for something else. Well, I don't know what it was, but I just remember like that it switched over to DVD. Just when I went to go get her, that's just the way that the stars aligned. She opens my door, and she's like, ah, there's porno on your TV. I was like, well, fucking turn it off. Just the way she reacted. It was like, was it Mrs. Peacock in that movie Clue? Like, she's got the glasses, like, ah! I'm melting. It was like that. She's like, there's fucking porno on here. Like, turn it off. What the fuck? Stop watching. It's weird. It's my porno. Are they bowling? No, they're not. It's something else because you fucked that one up. God damn it. No, it was funny. Yeah. So yeah, my mom and I've embarrassed her with a few pornos once in a while.
That's pretty cool, man. You know, it
I
keeps the
guess
fans
it's
out.
fucking awkward. That's not. I love my mom. That's not the direction I want that to go. That's
Yeah,
not
but
something I was shooting for.
I my dad found a porno like a Playboy in my like drawer when I was like, I don't know, in 8th grade or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I thought it was so cool because I was like, I got porn, but I mean it's just a Playboy. That's barely porn. You know, I got a Playgirl over here, so you look at it.
Yeah, because there's an article in there or something, right?
Yeah, man, that's a pretty good one. Actually, the singer of Typo Negative,
Yeah, it was his dick's in there. Yeah, it's
yeah,
famous.
he's in there. Yeah, a little side story. Peter Steele was in a Playboy or a Playgirl, and he was the first ever guy in a Playgirl to have a hard dick. He's the first one to have a boner because all the other ones have like, you know, semis, you know, like
Huh.
right in between, you know, so they're just hanging down, looking big. He's the first one to have a hard, fully erect cock because he got approached to do the magazine, and he was like, "I'll only do it if I could be hard." So they let him be hard, and yeah,
I don't know
big
what
guy.
to say to that. I've
Yeah.
never wondered about it, and I'm not going to wonder now.
But yeah, my dad found the Playboy in my drawer when I was in 8th grade. And, you know, stereotypical. I put it in my fucking underwear drawer. I don't know how he found why he was going through my underwear drawer, but he opened it up. It was there. Maybe it was one of some underwear. Yeah. And he sat down and gave me a fucking like awful fucking birds and the bees, fucking awkward, just like an hour fucking. And I'm just like, I remember this just sitting there staring at the floor, like, you know, if you get someone pregnant, you're gonna die. Your dick's gonna fall off. Like, kind of like talk, like trying to scare me out of like making bad decisions or whatever. And he's like, you know, brother, didn't call me brother. You know that, but he calls me brother. Puts his hand on my shoulder and goes, you know, I love you no matter what. And then hands the magazine back to me. He gives me the magazine back. It's like, what is this all for? If you're just giving it back to me, like, take it away.
It would be funny if it stuck to his hand.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, Dad, I haven't used that in a while. Oh, yeah, here, take it.
Like, oh, you found it.
Well, I just remember that. And I remember being like, wait, why did he give it back to me?
Who
You know?
knows? He just, well, you know what to fucking do with it, I guess. He's like, I already have this one.
Right, exactly. Oh, I'd be like,
Oh shit. Well, speaking of pornos and all that sex shit, I had the privilege of seeing someone live throw up while giving a blowjob. Pretty crazy, man. It was fucking awesome. So some people I know, that's how I'm telling this story. There's some people I know who like to mix and mingle. And fuck you, man. This is how I'm telling it. Oh, I'm fucking hot. Time to take off the teddy bear.
all
right. Woo.
Yes.
All right, kids. So you see, I know some people who like to mix and mingle, and they went out and mixed and mingled with some people that they usually do that with. Long story short, they're in the middle of having their session, and the way it was described to me, no. Long story short, all these people are in the middle of having a really fun time with each other, and someone gets a little carried away, maybe a little bit too much of this and a little bit of that, and out of fucking nowhere, just explodes. like gag, pop. And here's the best part, man. The person that it happened to cup their hands. Like, it was in the living room, I hear. And long story short, they like were like running, they ran naked through the house to the to the sink to clean themselves up. But I guess this is what disturbed the person who was busy, cleaning up the mess they had made, was that the other people that were still involved in the sexual act continued on.
It's just a little bit of spilt milk. Who cares?
It was from what I was told, the people that were there were checking in constantly, and it was just basically like, I heard that one person got a little heat in the end because they, kept screwing the other person's wife instead of going over there and try to help out. But when you're in the middle of an act, you just check verbally. You don't have to walk over there in mid stroke. And what are you gonna do with someone who threw up? Just encourage them to clean themselves up and get back to the party. So that's what I heard happened. I've never seen anyone throw up on a penis before. I've seen a lot of porno, so I was like, it's real. Can happen. You can get carried away.
Hey man, sometimes there's a button back there. You just push it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not that. I don't push that kind of button. But hey, that was really funny. But I just love the fact that even the person who got thrown up on was just like, next. I was like, go ahead, man.
That happens all the time. It's a Tuesday or whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah, it was. It was like, what I saw. You know what I saw? I saw an opening. So I was like, next. It's like, I'm in. Not gonna leave this like this. This is rude.
Right?
There's exposed orifices. Let's have fun.
Yeah,
that was fucking crazy, man. That was cool. I'm glad that happened.
You're glad it happened. Yeah.
Well, it was fucking fun. I mean, and and let's just say there was a lot of messes made, and no one was really upset about it. So,
hey man, it just means it sounds like somebody was doing something right.
Yeah, hard work gets. What do they say? What is about rewards and hard work? That's what happened. But yeah. So speaking, and so this is not sexually related, but kind of ties in. With that being said, I feel like a whore, and not because of that. I just feel like a normal human being. But I feel like a whore because I've said this before. I go to too many shows, and I just gobbled up a couple of fucking Tool shows and a hockey game on my couple of days off that I took, and it's fucking awesome, to be honest with you. And I just realized that I don't know if it's called a voyeur when you go to a lot of shows, but I like to watch. So
oh yeah, I mean, a voyeur is like usually tied into sexual acts when someone's watching, but I mean,
I'm sure the people that I'm watching have had sex before. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, anyway, I go to a lot of fucking content shows.
I hope so.
Sorry, I'm just being an asshole. But no, I went to a couple of fucking shows, like I said I would, and the more I tell people about it, everyone's like, "Oh, that's cool," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you guys are gonna have like a retirement plan. I'm gonna be working at fucking Walmart, checking bags if it's still open." So
yeah,
whatever. But yeah, I caught Tool twice, man, and it was everything I hoped it would be.
Nice.
I saw him on the floor, like 18th row, great seats, great show. They just knocked it out of the park. They did exactly what you expect them to do. No complaints. And
awesome.
Then my theory was because Tool is one of those bands, much like Pink Floyd, like Roger Waters. If you catch these guys, a lot of stadium shows. There's two different shows. There's a show on the floor where you get up and close and you get that experience. You get the energy rolling off the band out to a certain extent. You feel like you're a part of the show. And then there's another show where you sit far back and you're not connected to any of the energy, but you see everything that's going on.
But you could see, the atmosphere and, if they
right. And Tool is really good at that. They're really good at. So we sat there and there's glitter falling on our heads and all that neat shit. And then we saw them. We sat like, this venue was different, but first row, second level, and we were dead center, and we just sat there. It was great because the other time we had to fucking stand the whole time, so we just sat there and chilled out. And literally, my buddy that I went with, he really got that was his third Tool show, and he figured it out. Like he literally half the time I just saw him with his eyes closed, just doing this shit. Like,
really, just like in it.
Oh fuck yeah, he was in it. I mean, he would grab my penis. It was weird, but he had a really good time. No, I'm just kidding. None of that happened. But
why not?
I just don't roll like that, and I like to make gay jokes. That's as far as I go. Um,
Man.
but in any case, he was really into it. And the neat thing is that we're further back. So you see all the lights that they put over the crowd. He literally said, he was like, this is a different show. It's smart that we did this, even though we saw them play 4 nights ago. And they did, Jay switched out one song. So it was nice to see, something a little different, but
Right.
I wouldn't need to see them more than twice. I've never seen a band more than once before this in a tour ever. I don't think so.
Like, we saw the Melvins in one with, well, not the same tour, but
it
twice,
wasn't like the
twice
same,
in 1 year.
maybe the same year or within a year's time frame. That's
Yeah.
for sure. That happened because we saw them do Freak Nuke or whatever that was, and then a regular set because they had the bass. Anyway, we did see them twice in 1 year.
Melvin's Light. We saw
That's what Melvin's. Thank you. Melvin's
Yeah.
Light. We saw them do Melvin's Light, then we saw the Melvins, but that was within 1 year. This was within 4 days.
This is in the same week. Yeah.
The same week, and that's obviously we were standing in line out front, and guys were like, oh, it's my 7th show this week. I'm like, that's not fucking possible, but whatever. Yeah, so it was cool. It was, but 2's enough. I found out like that's enough on one tour, unless they're just playing a dynamic catalog every night.
Every
And they're not the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead will play different songs every night. I don't know anybody else who does that, but Tool is not doing that right now. So there's no reason to see them more than twice.
Well, I mean, the thing is like Tool's been around for a long time, but they only have like 4 or 5 albums.
Well, dude, their set lists are 12 to 13 songs long, both nights, the whole tour. Each song is roughly 10 minutes long.
Right. So that's why they can.
And it's a 2.5 hour show with a 15-minute break.
Dude, that's crazy to think. They only have 4 or 5 albums, but they could like.
But there's a fuck ton of material on there. Each one of their albums is at least, 70 minutes long?
Yeah. Their songs are long, and I'm sure like they do some kind of, they put on a performance. They're not just playing songs, Sure, they're doing.
I mean, well, they do just play. And Maynard just sings and then does his weird surfing the invisible wave shit in the meantime, like he's always done. But it's the light show. Like they have really cool art. They changed all the art. All the art's new. It's all different. Nothing really nothing too much old school Tool. Maybe on the old songs they did a little bit of that. Some like 90s music video shit you would expect. But in any case, they were killer fucking shows. Nothing too weird happened except the first night in Philly. Somebody, I don't know what he did, but he fucked up and he had security surrounding him. And I didn't even know until he threw 2 security guards into the back of us.
Damn.
And basically just moved our seats for us. And I was like, all right, well, that's Philly. Yeah, so someone got I mean, they literally, I just saw dude just swinging. And then I swear one of the security guards had to be like 90. I just saw a fucking, I was like, oh, no. And then they had him in cuffs. I was like, okay, off to the underground jail you go, buddy.
That's fucking crazy.
But here's the crazy. That's not what's crazy to me about the show. Here's what's fucking crazy to me. This drives me insane. There was some fucker right in front of me, like right here, 1 row up to the left, one guy right there. And he did 2 things that drove everyone insane around us. One was while everyone's standing up, he's a shorter, older gentleman. So he just hopped on everyone's chairs and ran behind them to get out. That's very weird. That would fucking freak me out if someone ran behind me like a little.
Oh yeah, man. I might like turn around.
He's like, he did it like 3 times, but he went different directions. And I watched everyone's reaction when they were done. They're like, the fuck? One guy even checked his wallet. That's what I would have done.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Just like, yeah, what the fuck happened? So that was annoying. But the same little fucker through the whole show, I can't believe he got away with this because there was security right there. He was smoking regular fucking cigarettes. I know that sounds crazy, but this is 2022. I know that, that happens. No, if you've been to a show in the last 20 fucking years, no one's smoking a fucking cigarette. Most people don't even smoke
inside an inside show.
I don't even take a joint anymore. I just take a fucking thing, whatever, just bullshit vape that'll kill me twice as fast. I'm using that like everyone else is. And this guy's smoking fucking Newports. I'm like, what the, like he's sitting down. I thought he brought an ashtray. He was over like ash in it. And I'm like, how is this fucking happening? Like, that's the one thing. I know it sounds like a curmudgeon, but I hate cigarette smoke. I stopped fucking smoking.
Right.
No one smokes cigarettes in there. Not the basketball players, the hockey players, anyone on stage. No one is smoking a fucking cigarette. And this guy is smoking and spitting on the ground to put out his cigarettes. There
And
was
no
a
one,
small ashtray collection on the floor when he left. I was like, and there's 7 security guards right behind us, literally right behind us. And I'm like,
and no one said shit.
no, but they beat the
Damn
shit out of
time.
some guy for God only knows what he did. I mean, I should have said something, see if they stoved his ass too. Like, right, punched him right in the cigarette. Like, oh,
Dude, that's just, it's weird to me. It's like, okay, an outdoor show, like a festival. Yeah,
Sure.
people are probably smoking a cigarette. That's fucking normal. But an indoor show, like, dude, if you would get caught smoking a joint, someone's smoking a joint
You
in
can
there.
see a
And
cherry anywhere in there.
yeah, but that's more normal to me. Someone smoking a joint at a Tool show. That's like way more normal. But smoking a cigarette, I mean, indoors at a public arena, like that seems a little ballsy.
I can't fucking imagine what he was up to. Like, honestly, I'm like, you're willing to go through all this to get kicked out for some fucking cigarettes?
Yeah, fucking yeah. For a Newport.
A couple. Yeah, it was on fire. It was like a fucking chimney. I was like, God damn, she, like, what? It was really weird. I mean, these days, I don't, even when you go into a bowling alley, they don't have smoking. So it's just
Yeah.
like you rolled the dice. You're in the middle, literally in the middle of I don't know how many thousands of people, and you got away with it. And you have to smoke it. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather he was smoking fucking crack, because then I'd be like, hey, I
It's
get
a
it.
fucking party.
Fucking crack. You got to do it. But Jesus Christ, fucking, I know you spent $10 on your pack, but god damn, dude, savor the flavor. Wait for that shit outside.
Yeah.
But here's something that might be funny. We'll see. My buddy, he's goofy. He's very goofy. He's a nerd, and he knows it. He's a goofy nerd, smart. So anyway, we were talking about getting merch, and Tool posters are fucking impossible. You're not going to get one unless you buy an advanced ticket, like early entry. We learned that the hard way. But he wanted to get a tour shirt, just like a generic one. So we're walking out of the venue, and there's a woman selling Tool shirts. I don't know if any of it was correct. I think the only thing that was spelled right was maybe Tool, but everything else on there, the tour dates were all wrong. The art was wrong. It was, and he's like, I think I might get one of these. And I'm like, all right. I'm not. So I'm going to go stand against the fence. And he's working with this woman who's selling them. And he's like, I think I want one. And she's like, all right. He's like, well, I don't have any cash. And she's like, well, you can Venmo me or whatever, one of those things. So while he's trying to figure out, this took like 7 minutes, and it's freezing ass cold outside. While he's trying to pay this chick via electronic, people are walking by, and she's like, want a Tool shirt? Want a Tool shirt? Want a Tool shirt? Doing her hustle, and everyone's saying no. Some people are looking at it, and then they're laughing at her and saying no, and they're walking away. So after 7 minutes, he comes back to me, and he has no shirt in his hand, and she's yelling at him, and I'm like, the fuck? I was like, what'd you do, man? He's like, he kind of takes it like almost seriously. He's like, I didn't do anything, man. Like, fucking Cash App doesn't work. Fucking bullshit. I'm like, well, why is she yelling at you? Oh, she's blaming me for losing all her fucking customers. I was like, dude, I even yelled. I was like, honey, you didn't lose any customers. You lost one. And that's because he didn't have fucking cash. I was like, none of those idiots were buying anything. I saw them. Stop making my guilty friend feel more guilty. Okay. He didn't do anything wrong. But it was just so funny that she said that to him. It's like, go fuck yourself. If you had better shirts, you wouldn't be standing here right now. They'd be gone already. Next question.
Yeah. You had shirts that had the words spelled right and the art right.
It's not lot with two O's. It's Tool. Okay. Flip it around. Would you make this shit in a mirror? The fuck?
Dude, that's so she just had like some like bootleg.
Yeah, they always do that there. They're always selling bootleg shirts. God only knows where the fuck they get them from, but no one bought one while I stood there. Honestly, no one. One other guy looked at it, held it up, and was like, no, and gave it back. It was like not even fucking close. But it was just funny for like, it's like, really? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to him? You gonna beat him up? He cost you money. What are you gonna do? You take him to court with your illegal t-shirt selling ass? Why don't you shut your mouth? Like, you don't even like Tool. That's why you're out front.
Yeah, that's
why the fuck are you here?
Yeah, you don't give a shit about the music.
A real fan that was bootlegging shirts, seriously, would stand out after the show just in with 10 t-shirts on and just say, this is what I got. And you like it. And he just starts taking them off one at a time to find the size that you need. That's a fucking Tool fan selling t-shirts.
Yeah.
I'm wearing them all, man. Which size do you want? So smalls at the bottom, XL's outside, and mediums are in the middle.
Smalls at the bottom.
You know, like closest to the skin, working
Yeah,
your
I
way
thought
out.
for some reason I was just picturing like they were wearing a small t-shirt like as pants, like in the bottom.
That's another way to do it. Is that a diaper?
Yeah, it's
No,
on
it's
the bottom. You got to take them off like pants.
Is that a diaper? No, it's your Tool shirt. $20.
So you're wearing a Tool shirt right now, aren't you?
I am. So
Nice.
that's the new one. It's got the tour dates on it. So real quick story about the merch. So first night we go in there to Philly, and long story short, Tool posters are really hard to find. And I hopped in a line, we're waiting, and it's really fucking long and it's not moving. So I said to my buddy, why don't you go try another line? Text me if anything's moving. So he texts me and he says, I'm real close. He said, they don't have any posters, but I'm real close. And the line I was in didn't have any posters. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go over there. What I wanted was the tour shirt for that night with the artwork that was on the poster for that night. They sold out of the shirts almost as fast as they sold out of the posters. So I didn't get either one of those. And as it turns out, that night's poster was going for $81, is selling for $1,400 online. So whoever got one got a hell of a deal. And you could actually get 2, 3, or 4 pricks were, buying up a bunch because they're fucking morons, selfish pricks. In any case, I wanted one. It wasn't fucking cool that you can buy more than one. I'm sorry, but it's not cool that you can buy a piece of artwork as many as you want because you spent your rent money on getting in the line early. I fucking disagree with that. Tool was also selling a fucking album. Their new album was in a case, like in a box, autographed horse shit, over $800 fucking dollars. I say that again. The new album, Fear Inoculum, has not been released on vinyl yet. They pressed it in a nice black, whatever the fuck. Long story short, it's in like a cardboard thing and all this. They had maybe 20 on hand at the Wells Fargo show in Philly. And I saw people carrying them around. They were for sale. I think it was $840. I know I'm in the right range. Like $840 for a fucking record. So to me, it's like, all right, Tool already admitted they don't handle their merch, and it's pretty fucking obvious because this is horrible. Like, it shouldn't be this way. I mean, first of all, you should just be like, if you love this shit, get here early. The first 800 people get posters. That's it. Suck a dick, wait in line all day, do what you got to do. There's no advanced entry. There's none of that buy your way in shit. But anyway, that's what it took. So we didn't get any posters. We didn't get any t-shirts that night. And then the next time we went to the one up in Long Island last night, 2 nights ago, whatever, fuck. Anyway, we get there. It's cool. We just decide we got nothing else to do. Let's smoke a bowl and wait, see if we can get a poster. So we're waiting with all these other idiots. As soon as we get in there, no fucking posters. Don't even ask. And I was like, Jesus, fuck. We ran through the whole place looking. No one had the shirts, the posters, nothing. So this is what I liked about it. I saved about $200 in merch because my stupid ass would have bought at least one poster and the t-shirt. I didn't need it for both shows if God had let me. Right. Instead, because my buddy and I are cool, I paid $50 to park my fucking car that night. So he gave me $25 towards my shirt. So I got a tour shirt that has both dates on it that I went to for $20. So, but at my age, I'm happy about the fucking thrifty deal than I am about getting a fucking poster that some chick won't appreciate.
The thing that gets me about the whole, like what you were saying about the vinyl being like $850 or whatever. Like, the thing that gets me about that is you could go and listen to that album on most streaming services. What I mean? Or you have the CD or whatever. You can listen to it pretty easily without spending almost $1,000. So it's just like it get like it like I have a big business out record on vinyl that that you can't find on streaming services. It's not on
Sick.
on Apple, like on iTunes or Spotify or whatever. And I have it. So so I think, but I think I paid normal vinyl like $30 for it, which is expensive, but it's normal nowadays. And spend over $100 on it. But like my point is, it's like that album is already out. You can listen to it already without spending that much. But I get it. It's cool. It's like comes in a cool case probably, and it has its autograph and whatnot. But it's still the same album. It's not different. It would make more sense to me if it was different music you can't find. They put out like a special album, and they only did like 20 of them, and that's why it's a lot of money, is because you can't find it.
Right. Well, I don't know how many other bands have this going on, dude. I really don't know. I haven't seen this like this before, but the posters are one thing. This shit's another. They go for a lot of money. The one from Philly was actually done by Alex Gray, which is it's the Tool's main artist. Yeah. So we could have, long story short, we could have gotten one if I had stayed in the right line. The one I started out in, they actually brought some more posters out. If I had stayed in that line, we would have gotten t-shirts and posters. Wasn't meant to be. So
how much was the poster?
It was $81, and they're going for about $1,200 to $1,400 right now.
Yeah.
But here's the truth. I wouldn't sell the motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Bless you. I wouldn't. Here's the main reason. It's not because I'm cool. It's because I don't fucking know how. I hate eBay. This shit's a pain in the ass. I want to bid to shut the fuck this. No, not even worth my time. So here's my little rant about this shit. Okay. All right. Just real fast. You got these posters that are worth a bunch of money. You got these fucking albums that you got to have. I can't even imagine what they're going for online. Most of the people who bought this shit probably are like, I'm not opening this. I'm selling it to some fucking person in Finland with too much money who couldn't get it. Because that's who's buying this shit. People in other countries are just rich assholes who don't want to wait, just want this crap because they have money to burn. They're out there. So that's fine. But how much fun is that for you? Like, I'm serious, man. We went to the fucking bar before. We had a couple beers. We met some other Tool fans. They were cool people. We shot the shit. We got in there like just after doors open. Didn't worry about the merch. The show was fucking awesome. I mean, I bought floor seats. That was the point. It was freaking rad. And here's these people running around with shopping bags, brown fucking shopping bags full of posters and pissant, whatever. Who gives a flying fuck? Nothing in that bag is worth toting around all goddamn night worrying about, oh my God, did the ends get bent? Oh no. Oh, blow it up your fucking ass. Like to shove that record in the ass and then just open it up. The fuck is wrong with you? The reason those records go for $800 is because they know your stupid fucking ass is going to show up early and buy it. They know you're a fucking idiot. That's why they do it. Seriously, no.
They're counting on it. They're counting on people being idiots.
Being fucking stupid. You should be like, fuck no. If they press that on vinyl, which they haven't done yet, they just did for this, they're going to press it for everything else. They're going to press it on vinyl now. It'll be $40 to $50 because that's ridiculous in itself. It's like, I just don't. And the guys, I got to be honest with you. I didn't really see a whole lot of women toting all this shit around. There's a bunch of men. And I thought to myself, that's what would happen to me if I didn't like getting laid or I couldn't. That would be me. 7 posters in my hand, sucking on a Mountain Dew, 47 fucking years old, 3 teeth in my head, Gucci shoes on. What the fuck is going on? This is weird. Did you buy a ticket? Are you going to watch the show?
Right.
It's disturbing to me that's people's hobby. But consumerism is at its best. But if someone came up to me and was just like, hey, do you want this Fear Inoculum record for $55? I'd be like, nah, I got it on Spotify. That's the truth. I already pay $10 a month. It's not, I would wait, let it get cheap.
I hate spending money on useless things.
But you didn't wait 6 fucking hours. And you know what I mean? Like, I do get the ridiculousness, but it's just so frustrating to me to be like, you came to a show and you came to shop. That's what's weird to me.
Yeah,
I did drugs in the parking lot because I came to watch my soul melt into the fucking images on stage. Like, that's why I came, because I'm fucking crazy, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean that's new. That's another thing to ask. Did you guys do any cool?
No, just smoke. These days, I just smoke weed. I have enough fucking problems as is. I don't need to be talking to my sneakers for an hour. And I told you about the story where I was on mushrooms in Philly, and I'll never hallucinate in this city again. This is not a friendly place for hallucinogenics.
Is that the
I got shot at on mushrooms.
Oh man, that'd be fucking.
My first trip in Philly and my last. I'm never fucking doing that again. So this place is not a friendly place to do drugs. In any, I mean, I've seen the people who do hard drugs in Philly. They don't look very friendly either. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah. So no hallucinogenics. Not in either place. When we got to Long Island, it was like it just looked like Philadelphia. It just jammed up, and then there's a venue. Nothing special. But New York looks really cool from the ocean side. Not because I usually come up on the inside, on the west facing side of New York City, but this time because we went to Long Island, we actually went along the water. And it was a beautiful day. So we had the windows down and you go across the one bridge and there's New York City, there's the fucking Statue of Liberty, there's everything. And then there's a bunch of people blowing their horns at me because I'm like, whoa! What the fuck? Fucking tourist! Look, it's the green lady.
Look, that's that big green French lady. Look at her.
Oh my! On the way back, it's dark, and my buddy wears glasses, right? Like hardcore glasses, like bottle caps, whatever you call them. So we're driving, and I'm like, "Hey, man, look out your window. I bet you'll see the city again on your side." And he's like, "I could see," and it's like fucking midnight. And he's like, "I could see the Statue of Liberty," and I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Why am I trying to look in the middle of the dark for a fucking green lady that doesn't glow in the dark?" He's like, "I see it." I'm like, "You're looking the wrong direction. It's over here, you fucking idiot." Like,
he's like, "Well,
got us killed.
What giant green lady am I looking at then?"
That's
some good glasses.
That's a Gumby in the next person's car, man. That's not. But no, it was I almost got killed trying to see the Statue of Liberty, but it's a fucking beautiful view to see basically where my ancestors came in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, truly, I was looking at it. I'm like, that's the mouth. They went right under. Yep, this is where they came in, right here. It's kind of a weird vibe if you think of it like that. Like even, you're like, holy shit, where it all started.
Yeah, man. Well, that's cool.
Anyway, that was my week in a nutshell, as told by a crackhead.
That's cool that you, you get to see Tool twice. That's rad.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like a whore. I'm good. I'm not going to any shows for like another week. Taking a break.
You always say like, "Oh, I'm a real pig," or "I'm a whore." Like, but it's like, man, you got to go do a bunch of cool things. That's awesome. That's fucking.
Well, I don't know. You know why I feel like I feel bad just because for a while there, like, I don't know. I'm a single parent, man. I feel like if you don't involve your kids in shit, that you just being a pig. So that's just I'm hard on myself about it. I'm just self-conscious, and people are always like, "Did you go to another show?" And it's like, I don't want these people to know that I'm broke. Like, it's like, yeah, and I have $1 million saved up. I'm fucking great. Like,
hey man, you're broke for a reason.
I actually have a little bit of money. I'm okay. If I get shot, I could probably pay for the first surgery. But beyond that, I'm fucked. But no, I don't. You have to enjoy yourself. I just feel like people probably don't go to as many events as I do. But I don't know if I like doing anything else.
Hey man.
I don't drink. I don't like to drink unless something cool's going on. So it's got to be like a hockey game or something. And I like to go for cheap. I'm not buying like those tickets. The Tool tickets are what they are. But I'll go to a fucking basketball game for 99 cents. I don't care. Yeah. Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I like to go out. I like to go to shows and all that horse shit. And some more shit. LCD Sound Systems doing a 4-day residency in Philly next month. So I was like, okay. I woke up from the Tool show and I'm like, I get an alarm. It's like, these tickets go on sale in 10 minutes. Oh, I'm up. Let's fucking do this. The cat's sitting there doing her thing on top of me in the bed. Like, I'm like, okay. I'm getting a massage while I buy these tickets. But I don't know, man. I fucking love music. I love music.
You go to Golden Corral recently here in Philly? Or there in Philly?
They don't, brother. I don't think they fucking have one. They know better. Right. I still get the shits, but I think that's from Golden Corral I had a month ago.
Well, the reason why I brought it up is because I saw a video about um a big brawl broke out in a Golden Corral in Philly.
There's one in Philly. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
Well,
don't know where it is.
I mean, it was in your area. I don't know if it was like it was in a Golden Corral in Philly. Did you hear about this?
No. I was
It's
at Tool.
No, I mean this happened a couple of weeks ago. I just keep on forgetting to bring it up. Yeah, someone ate the last of the steak, so they flipped out, and there's a big brawl. Like people were breaking things, breaking tables, throwing chairs at each other, throwing food. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this. Yeah, it's a Golden Corral fucking brawl in Philly. I just kept on forgetting to bring it up, but then I don't know. I just fucking like remembered it. I'm like, I gotta fucking bring that up to Tony on the show.
Dude, I can't go in there here because it's already fucking horrible anywhere in the country, but this place is a little extra tough.
Yeah.
So well, to my point, people they started a fucking brawl.
Over like
steak, fuck.
over overcooked steak that's been sitting in a fucking steam well for hours, you know.
There's not a lot that people, like I said, I feel like a Lush or whatever. I feel like I go to a lot of shows and because of that. A lot of people don't do anything around here. They've been here their whole life and they don't leave. So kicking someone's ass at a Golden Corral, that's probably on the top of the list. You know, once you've seen the Eagles lose enough games, you just sit at home and go to Golden Corral on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Wait for the last bite of steak so you can throw a punch.
And I guess in the video that they showed on the news, there was just some fat guy that was like, I just wanted another piece of steak. And then then it like showed like just a bunch of people like throwing chairs and like throwing people to tables and stuff. You gotta fucking see the clip.
It'd be great if like I was in there and I just didn't know. Like, holy shit, that's me.
It was fun. I instantly thought about you. My friend Scott was like, hey, did you see this video about Golden Corral in Philly? And I'm like, I wonder if Tony was there. And then I see the video. I'm like, oh man, he'd love this. People just getting the shit kicked out of them over fucking buffet steak.
You just see me standing up on the only guy standing on a table waving the last piece of steak. I don't even like steak.
Yeah.
That place is what, like when you die, that's the cafeteria in hell. Is Golden Corral. It's fucking, oh my God. Quick reference, if you've seen the movie Vegas Vacation,
Yeah.
where Eddie goes to the buffet and there's like chicken and beef and they're blue and yellow and then they switch them up. It's just disgusting food. They're selling like, bat tendons and shit. That's what Golden Corral is. It makes me sick to like show up there. It's like the McDonald's. It's like McDonald's of fucking
we used to go there all the time when we were kids. We went there like with our parents like once a week. It was like our like, we're going up to dinner as a family, we're gonna go fucking the Golden Corral. And when I was a kid, I liked it because like you could get popcorn, shrimp, and pizza and ice cream, and you throw up when you get home because you ate too much bullshit, Or
because it was poison and you didn't know.
That's probably it. Speaking of being poisoned and not knowing, I think it's time to talk about music. What do you think?
Cool, man. Yeah, absolutely. What's you mind?
Name of the band is Shellac, and the name of the album is 10,000 Hertz.
That's right.
Yeah, man. A band I have heard before. Actually, kind of funny. I knew about them as a band. I heard their music, but I just kind of forgot about their name over the years. And a friend kind of reminded me of them and stuff. Yeah. I dig the album a lot. I fucking think it's pretty wild, pretty crazy, pretty out there shit.
Yeah, the opening song is a good way to open. As far as like, kill him, fucking kill him already, kill him. Like I'm playing this shit in my house at 7 a.m. I hope my neighbors can hear it.
Hell yeah. What'd you think of the album?
So the album is really, honestly, it would be a cross between a band called Hum, if you ever heard them, and then fuck, the band we just bought at the album together,
Slint.
Slint. It reminded me, it was a cross between that band Hum and Slint. That's just what it sounded like to me. So I just want to make a side note real quick, as I was telling you before the show. Spotify has been losing bands lately because of whatever reasons. I'm not here to talk about that, but I would listen to Shellac on, when we finished the show last week, I listened to it on Spotify. And then I went back to listen to it and it's gone. So they pulled it. The band pulled it. They pulled all their shit off. And so I had to listen to it on YouTube, and I'm not paying for YouTube right now. So it was a little difficult to figure out what fucking song I was listening to. Long story short. So I heard the album 2.5 times. And the first song is the one I like the most is probably the opener. But I couldn't find it again. But somewhere in the middle of the album, maybe towards the end, there's another really unique riff they open with, and it's a really cool, I don't know what song it is, I couldn't figure it out in time, but there's at least 2 killer tracks on there. But the album would be a lot of fun to just either hear live or just I don't know, loud with a bunch of people. Like, that's how I'd like to see that. I'd like to see them. I'd like to see them live, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I could see something, it'd be something I'd be into live for sure.
Okay.
But it reminds me, like, they don't jam. It's not about, just like we talked about before, it's not so much a jam as it is this person has something to say.
Yeah, and it's like their music is kind of like almost like it's glitchy to me. It's like has like not a lot of,
it's like dun-dun,
yeah,
dun-dun, like that.
Not like you could like, it's not like this all the time, you know.
No,
there's not like a rhythm like boom. Boom,
no, you're right.
Like,
it's more like the instruments are kind of like, it's kind of like, it's kind of like the instruments are singing the lyrics in a way. Like, they kind of chime in when he says certain things. It's like they're following him.
Yeah,
I mean, it's weird.
They're interesting guys, man. They're strange. Like when they play live, they're you know, it's not like guitar players or bass player up front and singer up front and the drummer in back. You know how you normally see that
standard.
They all stand in a row. They all stand next to each other, like, you know.
Yeah.
Guitar player, singer, drummer, bass player, like all. So it's kind. And then, have you ever noticed how, like, when people hold a guitar, it's like the strap goes over their shoulder, you know?
Yeah.
And they put the hooks to the guitar like that.
Yeah.
Steve Albini, he has a really interesting way of holding the guitar. I don't know if you watched any live videos.
I didn't.
But it stood out to me because I've never seen it. What he does is he takes the strap, he puts it around his waist like a belt, and then crosses the ends and pulls it really tight and then hooks it to the guitar. So it's like a belt guitar.
Yeah.
Like it's a belt and the guitar is like the belt buckle. And it's weird to comment on that, but it's also, I've never seen anyone do that. And that's like a weird thing. It's like, that thing's like strapped to you like a fucking seatbelt, you know?
It's kind of cool. I mean, I've never seen that. Now I have to check it out.
But yeah, you mentioned Slint. There's a little connection. Slint used to open for them back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And Steve Albini produces records. He records.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't know he was in the band, but his name's familiar, not because of this band.
Yeah, and
is he the lead singer? I didn't even look him up. I couldn't on Spotify.
Steve Albini is the lead singer of Shellac, and he recorded and produced the first Slint record.
Gotcha. He's done other shit too, though, right?
Like, yeah, he's done other shit. He's recorded other people and stuff. But
right,
yeah,
so he's more. Okay.
Yeah, but he's this is his band, and he I think it's a fucking awesome album. I've listened to their other ones. This is the most, in my opinion, listenable one. The other ones are pretty fucking crazy. Really.
Okay. Like, yeah, I thought I like this. I like this. This is probably, I could listen to another one and try it out, but this one was, I liked it. I mean, I don't know. That first song really like puts the hook in me. I mean, that's why I wasn't listening to the lyrics. I wasn't surprised when I realized that they pulled their music from Spotify.
Yeah.
Because obviously this Steve has some, has some fucking opinions, and that's what he's writing into his lyrics. So a band like that, it would make sense that they would, do some shit like that, I guess, you know. So I was like, okay, this is more of an emotional band than anything else, like this dude's got something to say. That's why there's a fucking band on stage, because he's got some shit to say. So he's
Right.
also gonna have an opinion about being on Spotify if he doesn't want to be on Spotify. So it's just crazy to me that we picked this album. The wheels dropped on this album this week. I was able to pull it up on Spotify. 4 days later, I couldn't. I was like, wow, this is a real fucking problem. Like, this is legit. The first band that went away, like, because they were like, oh, well, hush hush, but Neil Young shit is back on Spotify. I'm like, well,
really?
I didn't even go search it out while he was gone for those 5 days. So
It's
whatever.
back on Spotify? His shit?
Actually, that was something I heard. Let me check. Now that I think about
Huh.
it, I just want to confirm. I heard
That's just so weird to me. It's just like, I don't know, stand by your shit, you know?
Well, hang on. Let me make sure. I could be very wrong. I usually am. So hang on.
And man,
He's right here.
it's on, huh? It's
He's
back
back.
on.
Neil's back.
I wonder how much money they paid him to be like, come on, come back. No. Come back.
Let me just make sure. Oh, hang on. He's not back that much. No, he's not really back. There's just a couple now.
Couple songs.
Even the 25. No, he's not here. No, he's not here. His page is still here, but there's nothing. His album.
Oh, okay. You can pull up the page. You just can't. Okay.
It's shit. Yeah, it's
Take it all
nothing.
back. Take it all back. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's still, they're trying to keep his page alive, but yeah, he's not back yet. All right, so some dumbass just fucking assumed. So yeah, good. Stick by your fucking guns if you're gonna stick by your guns. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to do about all that, but I gotta figure a solution, because that's no good.
Right.
The other thing is the way I don't like about streaming services is that no one has everything. It seems like Apple Music may have more, in all honesty, but no one has everything.
I mean, I don't have Spotify, so I can't compare it,
I think Spotify actually has less. Like, I found more shit that they didn't have, and I looked at Apple Music, like the band Morphine. I fucking love them.
Oh yeah.
I think they're on Apple Music. I know that they're on, but here's the albums that are not on there.
They have all of it on Apple, on iTunes.
I'm fucking joining Apple Music. I hate to, but I'm gonna have to do it then, because I miss those records so much. Like Swimming and Cure for Pain, I think.
Yeah. Cure for Pain. Yeah.
Oh my God. Those records are so fucking good. And the only thing, you can't get those two on Spotify, and you can't buy either one of those albums on vinyl. I guess they still got the rights to them, maybe whoever, but in any case, so it's a clusterfuck with streaming services right now. If you guys have streaming services and some of your bands are missing, it's probably because Uncle Joe's on there. I don't know. I don't care. But if Joe Rogan's is on Spotify, I guess he's sending some people away.
Yeah, he's really stirring shit up.
But he's been stirring shit up for how long?
Yeah.
It's just his fucking turn. 3 months ago, it was Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And now Dave Chappelle signed up for not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 new Netflix specials. So tell me this is worth the fucking time and the effort.
Wait, he did?
Yes.
In that last special, he was saying, this is my last one. I'm not doing another one of these.
That's not right, because I read it said Netflix just signed Dave Chappelle for 4 new specials. Unless I'm reading old fucking news, which I didn't think the internet did. Let me see here. I'm gonna confirm this shit right now. Netflix, Dave Chappelle, new specials.
Because he put out 3 or 4 when he came back on when he came back, his comeback shit. But maybe he did. Maybe they're like, you're too popular right now. I mean, I know it's bad popularity, but
Let me see if I can find. I mean, I hope I'm not wrong. I mean, I smoke a lot of dope, but I swear that's what I saw. Dave Chappelle producing 4. Ha! Look at that. I was right. Dave Chappelle producing 4 new comedy specials for Netflix. The series will feature 4 comics handpicked by Dave Chappelle. Okay, hang on. Maybe they're not his. Let's see what he's got.
Is he doing the thing where he like has other like he's doing like the what Kevin Hart kind of did and Bill Burr?
The series will feature 4 comics handpicked by Chappelle. Earthquake, Donnell Rawlings.
Oh.
Are only friends but have inspired my own career. I am proud to be a part of this moment. Chappelle's home team will be directed by Chappelle's go-to collaborator. It sounds like he may be in some of it.
Well, that's cool.
But he's really trying to help some of his friends get out, like Donnell Rawlings and everything.
Mm-hmm. Dope. Well, yeah, Shellac.
Yeah, sorry, man.
No,
ADD. Yeah.
So you didn't really have like I'm sure you don't know the name of the songs.
The first song, I'll just have to, unfortunately, I'll have to say the first song is my favorite. There's a second one on there, but I couldn't tell you what it is right now.
Right.
But I like a song that literally he just says that over and over again. Like I kind of love it.
Yeah.
Just like, how could you like, is that even legal? Like that's scary to play that with the windows open, you know? Kill him, fucking kill him.
No, that's a good song. Prayer to God. And there was Ghost is really good. Squirrel Song is really good.
I remember that one. Yeah.
New Number Order is really good. Yeah. Which song? Yeah, I like them all. I like this band a lot. They're fucking weird, you know.
Right.
He definitely has a lot to say for sure. The singer, Steve
right.
And they've been at it for a long time, you know. They're a 90s band, you know, started in 92 to now. And what's cool about that is they've been around for a long time, but they've had the same 3 members the whole time. And I think that's really rad when people just go, this is our band. If the lineup changes, then it's not a band, you know.
That's
like
cool.
Like Typo Negative, to my knowledge, they had the same members until Peter Steele died. And then when he died, the singer, you know, when he died, they just stopped, you know, they stopped playing.
Right.
So I think that's kind of cool, you know.
I think like Nirvana.
Yeah.
You know, I dig bands like that. Their music stands like just is still in time. You know, it's just right there. They're not trying to regurgitate anything. We're trying to keep their jobs like other. Yeah. Anyway, so that's cool about them. I'll just say, like, for me personally, like, I didn't mind it at all. I just think it'd be fun to see live. I don't know that I would sit around and listen to that over and over again on vinyl, but I would see it live.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
I'm curious to see what kind of energy they would bring to a live audience with that kind of stuff.
Like similar. I mean, it'd be like a punk show. You know, I think it'd be real rowdy. And
yeah, I kind of see like people like throwing like slow haymakers, you know, just like fucking kill him, just drunk haymakers, like someone like slamming their head so hard and fast that their chain wallet pops them in the dome, you know, like. But anyway, yeah, they're fun. They aren't, seriously, they're cool, and they really reminded me of those other 2 bands. It was like right away, I was like, yeah, this is cool sound, man. It's definitely got that album has a 90s sound to it, to me.
Sure. That was recorded 2000, I think. But yeah, it definitely has that vibe, you know, that 90s vibe for sure.
Yeah, man. I just wonder what kind of drugs are on.
Yeah, 2000. I think Hate, mainly Hate. They're on Hate, a lot of Hate.
It's a powerful drug.
Opinion, a lot of opinions. That kind of drug.
I'm high on opinions, man.
I thought so. Side note, I watched that Slint documentary.
Yeah.
Steve Albini, the singer of Shellac, is in that.
That's why it sounds familiar.
They're telling stories about Shellac and stuff. And I don't remember if Steve Albini was telling the story, but Shellac was on doing some shows, and or not Shellac, sorry, Slint was doing some shows, and they went to Steve Albini's house, like as a band, Slint did, to record an album. But the what am I saying? Okay, yeah. But Slint had a new guitar player that didn't meet Steve Albini yet. They didn't meet each other yet. So they wanted to bring Steve like a present, right? Like a housewarming present or something like that. So they went to a pawn shop and they bought him a gun, like a shotgun. Maybe he likes guns or whatever. But I thought this was funny. He's like, all right. So they gave it to the new guitar player in Slint that hasn't met Steve yet. He's like, all right, go up, knock on his door, and when he opens the door, point it at him. So he did, knocked on the door to tell him the story, pointed the gun at him, and Steve Albini just opened the door and then shut the door really quick, like you would. And then came back a couple minutes later and opened the door and realized, oh, it's just Slint. They're just fucking with me.
Oh, that's brutal. Damn, man, I'm gonna smoke some serious reefer. I don't remember that story. And I just watched that fucking thing. Damn. Oh well. I'll rewatch it.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking funny. I don't remember that. Oh well. But yeah, man, it was a good fucking pick, dude. I did enjoy it. I just learned a little bit about Spotify when I was doing it.
Good, man. Good.
So what do we ready to roll that spin that beautiful wheel?
Yeah. Spin that beautiful wheel.
All right, people. For those of you paying attention and participating in our weekly ritual of picking and listening to music, we've got still holding the number one spot.
Yeah, 1 second here.
Need 1 minute. All right.
Get
Wait for it.
Alrighty.
Ready? Okay, number 1 is the Coco soundtrack.
Yeah.
Number 2 is A Free Space. Number 3 is Left Field, Rhythm and Stealth. Number 4, Pink Floyd, Obscured by Clouds. All right. Number 6, never mind. Sorry, I got it. Number 6, sorry, number 5. I'm not getting paid right now. So anyway, number 5, Whitey Morgan and the 78s, Honky Tonks and Cheap Motels. Number 6, that's number 5. Number 6 is Billy Joel's The Stranger. Yeah. Thanks, man. I thank you. Special ed over here. Number 7, Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. Number 8, we've chosen NoFX's album Coaster. Number 9, Who is William Wanabar? Number 10, Blackwater Holy Light, their self-titled album.
Cool.
I'm ready, man.
All right. You ready for this?
I think I am.
What do we got now? 9. What was 9?
All right, man. Who is William Wanabar?
Oh, right, yeah. It's gonna get weird.
Yes, it's gonna be great. Oh, I fucking love this record. You guys might not listen to it till next week, but I can tell you right now, you should definitely listen to this fucking record. It's so fun. It's gonna make you want to dance. What do they call it? World music. We talked about it a little bit on a past show.
We did mention. Yeah, we told a story, but
we'll tell it again. But now we get to listen to the record, and you'll get to hear what the fuck we're talking about. So I'm going to spell this last name out because I seriously hope at least 1 or 2 of you bothers to dig in. I really think you should. I'm not usually this adamant, but it's a fun fucking record. So his name is William Wanabar. It's spelled Onyebor. The album is a gentleman with a red background wearing a cowboy hat.
Yep.
Can't go wrong. I highly encourage you check this shit out. It's a fun record.
Yeah, it's a good time for sure.
So I'm looking forward to that shit. Now I have a reason to play. It's like 3 albums full of music. It's so fucking fun. And I have listened to the whole thing on vinyl. And so is half my apartment complex.
I haven't listened to all of it yet. So I've definitely, since you left Portland, I definitely I've heard some of it, but you know.
Oh, I think it's close to like 2 hours of music. It's gonna take some time to get through, but
Hell
something
yeah.
you can leave on in the background, and all of a sudden you're moving your head to it without even knowing you were doing it. That kind of music. So I encourage you guys to check it out. So we're gonna talk about that next week, along with whatever the fuck else we can get into in the meantime. So
Yeah. Well,
stay
cool,
tuned
man.
for that shit. I don't know if we'll have another nasty blowjob story, but if I do, I'll tell it. I promise.
Hey, man. I mean, I'll make one happen. All right. You know, I'll go down the, you know, I mean, I
Wait,
give,
what?
yeah, man. I mean, I give great hand jobs. You know why? Because I use my mouth. Um, I just wanted to tell that joke. That's all. I
Oh
forced it.
shit! Now I think that's the name of the title of this show. I'm not sure. That's pretty fucking good. All right, cool. So until next week, and we learned about Alex's many blowjobs he gives out. Follow us, like us, subscribe, all that shit. We appreciate it. Anything,
Cool.
Alex?
Instagram, titfoo69. If you want to suggest a musical group and their album, like always, drop us a line on Instagram. Slide into our DMs, or like usual, comment on the most recent YouTube video. So yeah, until next time, have a good fucking night.
Damn right. On that note, bye bye.
Bye bye.